Welcome back to my channel. It is Brittany. Shout out to my Premiere Squad and they're watching with me right now. Just shout out to everybody who has been supporting me and supporting my channel. So today's video is brought to you by HairSoFly. Today's video is going to be on another wig from Bobbi Boss's Miss Origin line. I think it's been a month now. Has it been a month? It's been a month. I posted a video on Brazilian Wave 26 and y'all know I am not a fan of a lot of synthetic curly wigs. That's a wave, but it's still like in the realm of, you know, curly wigs. So I posted that review and I was actually really impressed by that wig. So soon after I posted that video, Is That Your Hair, Gladys, who is somebody I watch a lot. So she inboxed me and she was like, sis, this is bomb. This particular wig, she has the one that she reviewed, the natural straight 26, and that's the one I'm reviewing today, and she was just going crazy about it. And then I watched her review and I was like, Bobbi Boss really did something with this line, and I really hope that I feel the same way about this wig. Synthetic wigs I really love, like kinky textured or yucky textured synthetic wig. It's just a straight unit, but I like classic styles. Like, some people might think, you know, just straight wigs or whatever are boring, but if it's got a good texture and everything, that's not boring at all. Human hair blend. It has a sophisticated free parting. This is a 13x6 wig, so it is a synthetic frontal, and it does have baby hairs that come with it. It has beauty and movement like human hair. It's lightweight, and it has a lightweight form-fitting flex cap. It's heat safe, 26 inches. And I have her in natural brown. I was thinking about getting natural black, but I decided to get natural brown. Which, from the looks of it, that looks pretty dark, even though this is natural brown, but it's really dark. That's cool because I do like the contrast of how dark hair looks on me. Texture is really, really beautiful, and I hope that is coming off on camera. No unnatural luster whatsoever. The ends seem to be kind of tapered. They're not like bumped. It's just a nice tapered end. You have those baby hairs around the perimeter. They are super long. But I'm gonna cut those, but that's not an issue. These are customizable baby hairs. And most companies, you know, they do make their baby hairs a little bit longer, so you can decide on what you want to do with them. So here's that 13x6 area. 2 combs on the right and left side, a comb in the back, and adjustable straps. Let's see what color this lace is. This lace is brown. So it is brown lace, so this is gonna be, you know, brown girl friendly. And let's check out this hairline. It is pre-plucked, just like with that Brazilian wave. So I'm gonna try this on and we'll see what it's looking like. Okay, so I got a brown wig cap on, and hopefully I don't have to change into anything. But sometimes you have to do that with the 13x6 synthetic frontals, but let's see. Okay, so as far as the cap size goes, this is like a medium size cap, small to medium. It's actually pretty snug on my head, but not to the point it's uncomfortable. So this hair feels really, really good. I really like this texture. It's a true yucky texture. This luster is amazing. Really good luster. Let's check out this length. So it is natural 26, but I'm 6 feet tall, and I like to tell my height in every video because people need to know, like, something on somebody that's 5'3" is gonna look totally different than on somebody who is 6 feet tall like me. So this is where the 26 inches falls on me. At my chest, a little bit lower than my chest. This is where we're doing in the back. This density is so natural. I totally understand when people are like, they like their, you know, certain wigs to be, or they like their wigs to be a lighter density because it looks natural. This looks very, very natural. Even though the baby hairs, you know, I gotta situate those because they look a little crazy, but these are customizable baby hairs. As far as this, the color of my lace, you can definitely see my cap through it. So you probably want to wear a black cap, so I need to find one. But I've gotten used to that because it's almost been a year since the Sensational Wet Lace collection came out, and when I first reviewed Morgan and all of them, I realized you either gonna have to wear a black cap or no cap at all. The middle part without anything being done to it. Let's check this side part out. Okay, so even though this lace is brown, it's like right when you get to the hairline, it looks like it has a little bit of white on it. Not really sure what that's about, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut the lace. All right, so looking at this hairline, let's look at this. So the lace, to me, if you are my complexion or lighter, the lace is, I think it's gonna show up. So you are gonna have to play around with powders and stuff. Now, this is still a synthetic frontal, so you cannot bleach your knots. So the knots on this wig are very apparent, and I didn't mention that with the other wig, but those knots stand out as well. So as you guys can see, those knots are very visible. So you're gonna have to play around with powders, and if that's just like a deal breaker, then just keep in mind this is synthetic. Just go with something human where you can fix the knots, but you can do some things to fix it. So let's get into that. I'm just gonna use some Got2b glue to adhere this down. And this is 2 days after you saw the original footage, and I came back to this wig for a third time. So the first time I tried this wig on, I set it right on my hairline. I applied it just like I always do with Got To Be Glued Freeze Spray, blow dried it down, and then I put a little bit of powder on the lace. It looked really good on camera. It looked good when I was on my balcony taking pictures, when I was in front of a big window inside taking pictures. I went outside in my apartment hallway and took some pictures, and then I went like outside, and it was overcast that day, but still the lace was so obvious when I went outside. I was like, heck no, I cannot be going around looking like that. So I came inside again and I took the wig off, cleaned my forehead off, and I reapplied it again, and it wasn't working. So I was like, let me try to sit a little bit behind my hairline. And when I sat it behind my hairline as a side part, it worked, but I probably left too much hair out in the front when I had it as a side part. So I was like, this hair is amazing. Like the texture and the way it moves, the luster and everything is amazing. But when I saw that lace outside, I was like, the wig can be super amazing with the texture, but if the lace don't look right outside, I can't wear it. I won't wear it. So today I decided to try her as a middle part, and then I trim back the lace a lot. Like usually I leave a little bit more lace on my wigs, but I trimmed it back really close to the hairline. Like I cut some of the hair towards the front because this lace is brown, which is going to work for a lot of people, but because the lace is brown, I was trying to match it to my complexion, and it was just standing out way too much when I went in natural light, like direct sunlight outside and everything. So if you are lighter, if you're my complexion or lighter, you definitely have to play around with the lace, or you're gonna be clocked when you go outside, and that is not what you want with your wig. And the true test for me is, can I wear this wig out and about to different events and not be embarrassed? I picked up some mail, and then I went to pick up some food, and I was looking like in my car window and looking at my lace and stuff, and it looked good after I did what I did today. All I did today was, not all I did because it took me a little bit. I trimmed the lace really close to the hairline, even cutting some of the hair off, but I brushed out all of that shedding hair. And then I did apply it down with some Got To Be Glued, so the freeze spray, so it is it's not going anywhere. I used a powder that's a little bit lighter than my complexion, like a shade lighter. And what I noticed is sometimes when I use a powder that's a shade lighter on camera, like with studio lights, it might pick up as ashy, but when you go outside it looks natural, because I guess the studio lights just like enhance, you know, ashiness or like whiteness on camera. But if I use a powder that's a shade darker or a little bit like too dark, when I go outside it's gonna look like a ring, like a brown ring around my forehead, and I can't have that. And this has happened to me with Kiari, and it happened with this wig. So I feel like I fixed it, because when I wore it out today, it looked really good. Just if the lace is darker, or just synthetic frontals, they, you know, it's not HD lace, so it's not gonna be super melty like HD lace. So you're gonna have to play around with it a lot, trim a lot of the lace off, and just play around with it. Because usually if a wig does not work for me like right away, or after one or two times, after at least 2 times, I'm just gonna chalk it up to that's just not a good wig. But this wig has amazing texture, as I told you guys. The movement, the way that they got the density down. Let me show y'all the back. They say it's 26 inches, but y'all know I'm tall, so it's not quite 26 inches on me, but it is long. It didn't work right away, but now it does work, and it's a really pretty straight wig. They did a great job with this. It does remind me of a expensive straight wig that I reviewed a couple months ago that I love, that I still love. It's from Wow African. It's like a yaki textured straight wig. This is very similar to that. So if you couldn't afford the Wild African version, you can just, you know, pick this one up. Just work with it a little bit. I wanted to wear it as a side part. I'm probably gonna have to come back and show you guys that after I have, you know, since I've fixed the parting and the lace and everything, I need to see what it looks like as a side part. If you guys want me to come back and show you how that looks, I'll probably do that in like a makeup video or something like that. But now, after all that work, I think this is very pretty. A really nice straight wig to have in your collection. I did have to realize that this lace is brown, so I did have to work with it a lot to make it work for my complexion. So keep that in mind before you do decide to purchase it. Like this particular lace is just gonna melt a lot better with people who have darker skin tones. This wig does come with baby hairs, so I didn't put any at the front of the hairline because I wanted it to be clean, and sometimes too much baby hairs, I just don't like how that looks. It doesn't do it for me. But the wig came with baby hairs, and I just swooped some like at my temple, and I did it over here as well, and I think that's pretty tasteful. It's not like too much. But now I do actually like this wig, and I think my overall rating for it after all of that work is probably a solid 9, which is really good, which means I'm gonna keep it. Just giving it a solid 9. A solid 9. A solid 9 is good. If you are looking for a really nice straight wig with great texture, great density, check this one out. Please make sure you're subscribed, turn your notifications on. Please turn your notifications on so you will be notified every time I do an upload or a premiere like I'm doing right now with my premiere squad. Shout out to my premiere squad. We have grown so much over the last few months, and it's just been a lot of fun. Able to interact with you guys and being able to get your reactions to things in real time. I just think that's just really cool. Let's continue to grow together, interact with me and everything. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.